Hello, everybody. My name is Rachel L. Clark, and I am starting a YouTube channel. It's called Life After Divorce with Rachel L. Clark. And I just decided to start this YouTube channel because I've been talking to a lot of my friends and a lot of my family, and I've been through a lot. I'm 32 years old. I'm currently based in Atlanta, Georgia. I actually live in Lawrenceville, but I'm in Georgia. I've been out here probably for like um, maybe about 13 years, 13, 14 years, something like that. And I've been through quite a bit, not to say it's more or less what everybody else been going through in their life, but for the people that are in my life, they know that, I've been through a lot and it's more than they've been through. So for them, they just was like, Rachel, I think that you really should start a YouTube. Now, originally, I was going to start it with my ex husband, but we just got into some type of feud and we're not really talking, right? So I decided to make this channel because a lot of women we go through so much. We're so resilient, okay? There's hats off to all women. We are super resilient, but I feel like we go through a lot in life and we don't speak about it because everybody expects us to be this backbone and bounce back up and, keep it moving like nothing ever happened, right? And the reality of it, a lot of women they suffer through depression, and because everybody expects you to be this strong individual, they don't ever speak about it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just start a YouTube channel and go from there. Whatever questions people have, you ask it, and I'll answer them. I am a plus size woman, and a lot of people are like, oh well, maybe that you. I've had a lot of people state to me that maybe if you would have lost weight in your marriage, then it would have lasted. Bullshit. Okay. I've known this cat for 12 and a half years, maybe 13 years. And out of those years, 11 of those years, 11 and a half of those years was back and forth dealing with each other. And I'll kind of give you guys a little backdrop of the history. It's a lot, when you're talking about 11, 12, 13 years, when you start getting into the double digits of years, it's like, okay, how much of the past do you really want somebody to get into, right? Um, this is my second marriage, and I'm just like, I just want to take away the stigma behind divorce is terrible. Like you shouldn't get a divorce. I come from a Haitian culture. Excuse me. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Grew up in a Haitian household. Go to church every single Sunday. In there for Sunday school, staying after, coming back to church at night. Mom's going back to church for choir rehearsal. I've done all that. The Wednesday Bible studies and Saturdays going to choir rehearsal or going to rehearsal to do some type of praise dance, right? I was in all of that. I was in all of that. I grew up in a strict background. Parents didn't let us go away very much to sleep the night at people's houses or go to really much functions. Like I didn't go to a movie theater until I was in high school, right? I think I was a senior at that point because I had done got all the credits I needed and I had a job. And so at that point, I was dating openly and didn't care. So I moved out by the time I was a senior. Let's say that. Because I just didn't want to live a strict lifestyle. I couldn't wear pants, I had to wear dresses, but that's digressing. Playing a little bit of Lyrica Anderson in the background. I love her. Lyrica, if you ever see this, I am like rooting for you. I feel your pain, and this is the reason. And she really inspired me to really start this YouTube channel more so because a lot of these stars they go through so much hurt in front of the camera, and people laugh at their pain. And I don't think a lot of women realize how important it is for us to, help each other grow. Like I was when I was married, like females used to like send me crazy messages. Like when my ex husband used to get caught cheating, it's like, well, if you did this or you did that, I was just like, you're not, you don't feel confident in yourself. For you to try to downplay another female, that's absolutely absurd, and it's not okay. You should not do that. I've had people that were supposed to be my friends that actually knew that this guy was cheating on me and was getting rides from my ex-husband's mistresses. And they didn't tell me until they really found themselves in that position. And then that's when they started telling me. So it's crazy. Right. So I was like, I'm gonna start this channel. Life after divorce is not bad. Life after divorce is not bad. You guys can be the best of friends, but like one of my good friends told me, he stated to me that why would I want to keep reopening a wound, period? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, if I was the cause of the marriage failing, or she was the cause, or I know this person's track history and I know what they feel and what they've been through, why would I divorce this person and keep going back to show them that everybody is the same? Like nothing has changed. You know what I mean? Like I am like the rest. No, in order for a person to heal, you've got to let them heal, right? And so after he stated that to me, there's a lot of stuff that he stated to me, but after he stated that to me, that's when I started reevaluating my relationship with my ex-husband because um, we were married for 2.5 years. Just to give you guys a little bit of history, we met back in I don't know 2000 and something. We met we met when I was super young and he was super young, and at the time he only had 2 kids when we met. So his younger son Jaden, I believe is 11 at this point. She was pregnant when we started dating officially. We were had been talking for probably like 8 or 9 months, and then he told me about this other baby. So it started off with red flags, right? It started off with red flags, but he is not a bad person, and I just kind of want to put that out there because I was very skeptical. I was talking to one of my best friends, and I was very skeptical about doing the YouTube channel because I didn't want it to shed any negative light on him because he's not a bad individual. He was just a fuck ass husband, okay? That's all. Like he was just a fuck ass husband. But if it was to put a smile on my face, he would do it. If it was to make me laugh, he would do it. And that's what drew me to him. And I think a lot of times women, we're not honest with ourselves and what we're looking for. And so we end up dealing with anybody and everybody, right? And it takes some time to know yourself. Like I didn't know me. I didn't know what I liked. And so I was coming from a broken home. A lot of things had happened to me growing up, and I'm gonna have another YouTube channel just to kind of touch bases on my upbringing and why I am the way that I am, right? So kind of will go hand in hand with life after divorce. So a lot of people think that life after divorce is supposed to break you. Let me tell you something, sisters and brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of men that get treated wrongly in their relationship, and I have the honor of knowing one. And when I see that, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I'm just like, there's so many good women out here, and because people have this idea of what marriages are supposed to be and what relationships are supposed to be like, they fall for this type of person or that type of person. And in all actuality, who cares what everybody else thinks? Like, love who you're going to love, be with who you're going to be with, right? It doesn't make a difference. And this is the reason that I even stayed with my ex husband because as much as people told me to leave him way back when, I was like, my heart loves who it loves. So I ended up getting married to him. It's a lot. So I'm gonna kind of like get it a little bit organized so that once a week I can talk about one thing, and and if you guys have questions, I can answer those questions. But currently, I'm divorced. I've been divorced since February of this year, February the 5th or the 7th, one of the 2 dates of this year. I got divorced. It was finalized. Um, my ex-husband was actually locked up. He had violated parole and he got locked up during the time of the divorce. The divorce was filed before he went in. So um, it was kind of a hard process. I fell into a very deep depression, and a lot of women are not honest with themselves, and a lot of men don't are not honest with themselves about depression. And I just wasn't honest, with myself, and I fell into a bad depression because a lot of women don't want to say how they felt, and I felt unpretty. Like let's just be real. Like there's a time that he was cheating on me, and I would see these women. I was like compared to myself because I love me. I love being BBW. I love it all. Do I want to make a lifestyle change? Absolutely. Do I think I need? I want. Do I think I need to lose weight? Yeah, I think everybody needs to lose weight to be healthy. You know what I mean? especially because I'm in the medical field, But I definitely want to lose weight just to be a healthier Rachel, not for anybody but Rachel. Um, but at that time, I would never forget one day after I took him back for the thousandth time and I found that he cheated on me again. I broke, you know. I was on the floor, balled up in a towel, bawling, and he just didn't know what to do. He was just like, please get up. But guess what he did the next day? He went to the movies with another female. And it's not to shed any negative light on him as a human being, but as a husband, he just if I call him right now to come over here, he will come. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part about it. But when we was married, I couldn't count on him. And so many women go through this, and I was like, I didn't like what I was seeing in the mirror. Like, I didn't love me anymore, and my insecurities and my self hate started spilling over in more into my marriage. And it was just like I no longer had a desire to fight. I no longer had a desire to want to make it work because I was putting all the fault on myself. He used to tell me, "Oh, if you did this or if you didn't do that, then I wouldn't cheat." And literally 2 months after we got married, he cheated on me. I found the video on the phone. Tune in next time I say what the video was. But I found the video on his phone, and it broke me. 2 months after getting married, and I stayed for 2.5 years in the marriage, and I lost myself. I lost my confidence. I lost my happiness. I lost my voice. I lost my vision, my passion. I had lost it all. Like I isolated myself from family. I isolated myself from friends. I isolated myself from the world, just to satisfy his need to be seen and heard all the time. I isolated myself and I did my own life. I'm sorry, guys, but I did my own light to make his shine. That's what I did. I did my own light to make his shine more, and in the process, I gained probably 100 pounds. I gained 100 pounds in this marriage, surprisingly. I gained 100 pounds off of being depressed. Just being depressed, and because I already had PCOS, the weight gain was not hard. It was extremely easy. No matter what you ate, no matter what time of day that you ate, I gained 100 pounds. I just felt bad about myself, and even after the fact, I was in a really vulnerable stage, and I had some people that took advantage of it. But one thing I can say is that this journey has been van freaking tastic. Okay, I started locking. I've been locked a year. August the 7th was a year. Today's September 28th, so it's been a year and a month and some change. Like it's been such a great journey after my divorce, and I want to let women know through this YouTube channel that it's okay, to need help, to get depressed and to fall. It's okay because as long as you stay true to yourself and your truth, nobody can take that from you, right? This journey has just begun, and I'm here to walk you through it, to tell you my experiences, to tell you how much I've grown, how much I've hurt. You guys will get to see a couple of the things, projects that I'm working on. Right now, I live in a two-bedroom, two-bath apartment, and that's on purpose. I have no biological children. From the marriage, I had gained three stepchildren that I separated myself from because being close to them was being close to him. And unfortunately, I had to just pull back just a little bit from that because I wanted to leave my life open for who the king that God was going to bring in my life is going to bring in my life. But it starts with self love. You have to love self first. You have to overcome the hurt and the pain before anything else. So I'm gonna take you guys through a couple of journeys, to let you know that life after divorce is not always bad. Life after divorce, a lot of women, life after divorce for them is that's it, because their husband did everything. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, what my father always did was instill in us to work hard. You know what I'm saying? To work hard for everything that you want in life. All my family is in New York. I'm the only one in Atlanta. Okay, so I've been out here by myself for about 13 and a half years, and I love it. You know, I love the freedom from being away from family and being able to travel to them and come back. It's amazing. You know, it's kind of cool. I like it. I'm a loner. This is what I do. I like to be by myself. I like to be alone, and I like to be in my thoughts. That's just me. But this is just a little tidbit. These are some of the things that you will hear. You know, I'll touch on the beginning, how much you guys want to hear. I'll give it to you how less you want to hear. That's fine. I just wanted to start something where I just uplift people, not just women, just people in general. Black women, white women, Asian, Puerto Rican, men. I just want to uplift everybody to let you know that for one, depression is real, so get help. Get help if you need the help. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So just because I may not be your cup of tea doesn't mean anything. I'm my cup of tea, and men are attracted to women who sit up straight, chest out, back out. I'm really a busty female. Not that busty, but I'll give you guys a full video on it. But anyway, chin up, no matter what you're going through, you'll make it out. You'll make it out. I see some women going through things, and I'm just like, I was her, and what can I do to help you without telling you what to do? Because if anybody tells you what you do to do, you're not going to do it, right? You're not going to do it. You're going to do whatever it is that you want to do. So I just want to be that positive force, in someone else's life. And I just want to know that I helped somebody along the way. So I'm going to end every video with a positive. Um, I love what it is. Think of this makeup. Would you love me the same? All right, so I get this. I have this app called the Sprinkle of Jesus, and it kind of gives you positive feedback. It be shady sometimes as hell, but it does give you positive things. So every time I do this channel, I do want to end it. I want to keep them about 15 to 20 minutes long of the video, but I do want to end it with something positive. So I'm going to end it with a note that I got. Stop rushing it. God's in a hurry. Excuse me. It's called Stop Rushing It. God's not in a hurry. You are. That's why you're anxious, stressed, and disappointed. Trust that what is meant to be yours will be yours. Okay? Nothing that God has planned for you can be stopped or taken by man. Okay? Just population, not like physical guy. But like no female, no guy on this earth can take away whatever God has for you. I just had this conversation earlier with my friend, and I told her, I said, we get sidetracked a lot because we are trying to work on things that we think is best for us. And so then our life falls into shambles. You know, it falls apart. We're losing this, we're losing that. And so we stop having faith in the creator. And I'm a Christian, so if you guys don't want to be on this channel, that's fine. But I'm gonna always end it off with whatever God has for you, it is for you, right? No matter what. No matter what. You may have got delayed a little bit, but that didn't stop your blessings. So whatever blessings that God was gonna give to you regardless, whether it took you 10 years to get there, 20 years, or 5 days, right? It's going to come to you because whatever is meant for you is for you, period. Period. What is meant for you is for you. I believe in God. I believe in the devil. I believe in omens. I believe in everything because omens are just signs from God just telling you what to do. Correct? That's all it is. A lot of people go to sleep and they have dreams. That's why you're supposed to have a dream book. You're supposed to write your dreams down because believe it or not, it is giving you visions of what's to come to prepare you for a lot of things, to answer a lot of questions. That's why a lot of people state when you're going through something to sit still and listen, right? I tell friends and family that all the time. If you're going through something and you have a question, turn off everything in the house, turn off every TV, every phone, no music, light a couple of candles, and just sit still. Sit still and listen. A lot of us think that we're listening. Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but are you listening to what I'm saying? It's a difference. And if you don't know the difference, then maybe you should Google it. But until next time, you guys, be blessed. Fix your crown, rearrange your crown, lift your head up. It's not the end. This is not the end of your story. This is not the end of your journey. This is just the beginning, okay? And you have a sister for life. So until next time, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Tell all of your friends to subscribe. Life After Divorce or Rachel L. Clark. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be hell. I'm going to talk to my exes. And I remember, it's my second marriage. I was married to a female and I married to a guy. And so I'm going to ask my ex if they would like to be a part of one of the segments so that you guys can throw questions out. I'm going to go live one day so that you guys can ask the questions real time and, just see what life is after divorce. You don't have to be enemies. Ciao.